Okay, so this is a short video just to give you an idea on how you can apply and do matrix multiplication in Microsoft Excel. As you'll probably notice, your homework assignment is going to require a number of matrix multiplication iterations so that we can calculate different powers of connectivity matrices, ultimately calculate a total connectivity matrix, and also things like Schimble distances. So matrix multiplication fundamentally pretty straightforward, but can be cumbersome. But there are some tricks in Excel to make it a lot more efficient. So right here, I've set up an Excel spreadsheet that's going to multiply matrix 1, which is in this case a 3 by 3 matrix with 3 rows, 3 columns, with itself. And I put it in these two places because what I'd like to do is multiply matrix 1 by matrix 1 to get their product, which is matrix 1 times matrix 1, or matrix 1 squared. The methodology is to, if you wanted to find the right value, let's say in row AA here, I'm going to look at the row A of matrix 1, the column A of matrix 1, and notice that just sort of aligns up with the first row, first column, and I'm going to sum up the products of each product between the first of each in the row or column respectively. So probably easier just to show it. If I was to write out this formula, it would be equals this cell times the first row in the column plus the second, let me put in parentheses just to make it clearer, the second multiplied by the second row plus the third column in the first row multiplied by the third row in the first column, and I get the value 18. Okay, so then to do for the, let's say the second column here, right? Again, I would write this out equals first row times the first row in the second column, there we go, plus the second column in the first row times the second row in the second column, plus the third column in the first row times the third row in the second column. Okay, and you can keep doing that methodology throughout to get the product. Okay, that is a fairly straightforward way to do it, but is actually fairly cumbersome. So here's another way we can do this to make this a lot easier. I could do the entire matrix by using what's called the matrix multiplication function. If I highlight, so I'm holding the shift button and going on the cursor to highlight my entire matrix, then if I go to the equal sign, or I go to the formula bar and go equals, I can use the formula MMULT, matrix multiplication. And then I open the parentheses and I just identify the arrays, the two matrix that I want to multiply. So in this case, I'm going to the first matrix here and highlighting it. So I just sort of did a drag and drop, and notice that it's, actually I don't want that, it's B12, right, B12 down to D14. And then the second matrix, I'll highlight here. And that's the formula. Now the trick is to get every value to populate all at once. So to do that, you hit, on the Mac, Command Shift Enter, and on a PC, Control Shift Enter. So I have my fingers on Command, because I have a Mac, Shift, and Enter. I hit it, and all the values pop up. So much more quick way to do it, especially if you start to deal with bigger matrices and you have to do this over and over again. For example, if I wanted to do the matrix cubed, which would be matrix 1 times matrix 1 times matrix 1 again, I could just multiply this product that I just got by the matrix again. So I've set it up to make it look nice. If I do E equals, oh, sorry, I want to highlight the whole matrix. Okay, and then go equals MMULT, parentheses, highlight this matrix, comma, this matrix, close parentheses, Control Shift Enter, I get now the cubed matrix. So this could be like the connectivity matrix to the third power, which would be in our lecture the number of three path routes one can take to get from point A to point B. So hopefully that's helpful. Please play around with it. If in your homework assignment, obviously you'll be able to hand in an Excel spreadsheet that covers all these formulas. All right, that's that.